In a world of talking animals and enchanted forests, there lived a little girl named Jane. Jane loved exploring the woods near her house, filled with towering trees and magical creatures. One sunny morning, Jane decided to venture deeper into the forest than she had ever gone before. Little did she know, this would be the start of a thrilling adventure. As she wandered deeper into the forest, Jane noticed a path she had never seen before. Curiosity sparked within her, and she followed the path with excitement. The path led her to a clearing where she discovered a group of talking animals. There was a wise owl named Oliver, a mischievous squirrel named Sammy, and a kind-hearted bear named Brian. The animals welcomed Jane with open arms and invited her to join their picnic. They laughed, shared stories, and enjoyed the delicious treats Jane had brought along. However, as the sun began to set, Jane realized it was time to head back home. She bid farewell to her new friends and set off on the path she came from. As Jane walked, she noticed the path she had taken earlier had vanished. Panic filled her heart as she realized she was lost. The forest grew darker and unfamiliar, and the sounds of rustling leaves and hooting owls made her uneasy. Jane's heart raced, but she knew she had to stay calm. Just as fear began to consume her, she heard a familiar voice. It was Brian, the bear, who had followed her silently. Seeing her distress, Brian reassured Jane that he would help her find her way back home. With his keen sense of direction, Brian led Jane through the dense forest, avoiding dangerous creatures and treacherous paths. As they journeyed, Jane and Brian faced many challenges. They crossed a roaring river by balancing on a fallen log, climbed steep hills, and even encountered a mischievous gnome who tried to lead them astray. But with Brian's bravery and Jane's resourcefulness, they overcame each obstacle. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Jane and Brian emerged from the forest. They were greeted by the warm glow of Jane's house, standing tall amidst the fading sunlight. Jane couldn't contain her joy and hugged Brian tightly, thanking him for his unwavering support. Jane learned that friendship and courage can overcome even the darkest of challenges. She bid farewell to Brian, promising to visit him and her other animal friends in the enchanted forest again soon. From that day forward, Jane cherished her adventures in the enchanted forest and the lessons she had learned. And whenever she felt lost or scared, she knew she could count on the bravery of her dear friend, Brian the bear, to guide her back home.